man. Alright, so, you know what? First of all, let me give a shout out to all these, YouTube people that I watch all the time. Ayo Canseco and Doc Hicks and, you know what I'm saying, Password people and stuff like that. Man, I never understood how much it takes just to make a little video. You know what I'm saying? I got all kind of crazy. It don't even matter. Alright, so if you paid attention to my last video, then you know that basically I got a ticket from the police in Brentwood because, they were saying that my vehicle was not smog certified. So basically, this is me pretty much wrapping up that video because after this, it ain't too much to do. Basically, I think the whole thing is a scam, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, so a month or so, I went up and I got this because I've been talking to smog people because I lost the original ticket, and basically I needed to know how to get the car refereed. I haven't refereed a car in years, eons, because I haven't needed to. Last time I did it, I switched the engine, so I needed to get it refereed. So basically, I went up there and I told the judge that, I can get I got a license plate on the front of the car and everything like that. There's no problems, but I can't take the car out because the officer basically said that he was going to take my car if he seen it, which means I can't really do too much. So, basically they told me, okay, well, you can get that handled. That's not a big deal. You can get that and knock that off. And then when I was telling them about my other ticket, they basically said that there was basically, I was telling him I'm not guilty and I have the evidence to show him, and he, took my papers and everything like that, and he was basically taking it as I had gotten it corrected since it happened. And what I told him was, I didn't get it corrected since it happened. This is what it was before this happened. And there was no reason for him to ever give me that ticket in the first place. Got a little bit of a cold, so I'm kind of, thinking my nose is snotty. But anyway, so they basically at first, if you see that paperwork right here, you see that the guilty, not guilty is crossed off. So they thought I was saying that I just had the stuff, and I was like, no, I want an actual court case because I never should have been given a ticket. So basically they set my date up for today, which is 9/18, September 18th. So I went in there today. The officer showed up. He gave his account, and he said that he pulled me over because he saw that I didn't have a license plate, which was weird to me because he was on the opposite side of me. There's a hedge in the middle of the road, and I was driving in the left lane, which means I was close to the hedge, and I'm in a 350Z, which is kind of low. But it doesn't really matter because, in my opinion, I have the proof. So basically, I came in and I said, this is the reason why I'm saying I'm not guilty. Because if you see this paper, I got some of the information folded down, you know what I mean? But if you see this paper right here, this paper basically says that I got it small. And if you see the date, where's the date? If you see the date right here, right there, you see the date, I got it small before he even gave me that ticket. So he basically said that he popped the hood and he didn't see the California exempt certifications that I needed. So I told him that, if the officer did not see it, it was because he was not looking. This is the picture that I showed him, right? Now, this is from that day. I told them that I went up to my dad's house. I traded cars with him because he was going to have my kids, and he has a 2-seater. So he's going to drive my car around and drive my kids around in the car, and I'm going to drive his car to work and everything, right? This is the same day. If you see that, that's the same day it happened. That date and everything on there, that's the date that it happened, right? So I showed the judge that. Then I showed the judge that I have the plates for it, where it says under the hood that it is smog exempt. You see that? I showed him those. And then I showed him also that he said I had a cold air intake. I did not have a cold air intake. If you can see, that's a stock intake. Everybody knows that. And I have a Wolf Technologies air filter on the end of it, which is completely legal in California. Basically, they didn't care. They could have cared less. As far as they was concerned, I was basically just showing proof that I had gotten it taken care of. And I'm telling the judge, listen, this was already done. And this is the evidence to show that it was already done. This is the evidence to show that when he popped me over and pulled my hood up, it was already done. I should have never gotten that ticket. If he wanted to give me a ticket for the license plate, okay, I had to take that L. But the ticket that he gave me for the referee is BS. I should have never gotten it in the first place. So basically, like I said, they pretty much didn't care. And they pretty much said, okay, well, you know what? You didn't get the car referee. Why did you? And I said, well, basically because all the small shops I was talking to was saying that I shouldn't have to get a referee. I should go to court and fight this case. And then, so basically after that, he told me I had 2 days to get the car refereed. And that if I don't, then it's going to be $635. You know, because I'm not lying. I want to show you the proof. $635 for the license plate and the referee. And then if I get it done, then it's $245. So if I don't get it done, it's $635. If I do get it done, it's $245. That's why this is a scam. That's why this is a hustle to me. Because basically what that says to me is a cop can pull you over for any reason and say, hey, I don't like your car and I don't think it's smoggable. And then he can slap you with that ticket. Either way it goes, you're going to have to pay $220. That's why I'm saying to y'all, my advice, go ahead, keep your phones and record. Make sure you get everything. Make sure you get your plates and everything like that, because they basically gonna railroad you. It's your word against that cop's. And they pretty much don't even care to hear what you have to say. It doesn't matter. So that's my advice to you. And this is not just black people. This is white people, is Hispanic people, this is Asian people, because I know a gang of people who actually do race. You know, because I work in that field. So I know people who do race. And they tell me all the time, man, you know, this is not even my race car. This is my, you know, back and forth to work car. But, you know, I get pulled over because it's an Integra or it's a Honda or it's a, you know, a car that is presumed to be a race car or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because it looks a certain way. And that's pretty much what it was to me. I feel like he just felt like he was going to pull me over. I wasn't going to have a license. And he was going to find all kind of race stuff under the hood. He didn't. You could see that he didn't. You know, I showed you the evidence right there. You can see it for yourself. The judge, he saw it, but in my opinion, his mind was already made up when I walked in there. He was going with whatever the cop said, and that's pretty much the end. So in my opinion, it's a scam. You can't win. Once they pull you over for that ticket, you're done. And ain't nobody even going to take your case, because ain't no lawyer going to fight for a case for that. It ain't worth enough. There you go.